Okay. So let's start with
Yes, sir.
the most common disease called diabetes. Okay, so you can see this. Okay, in most of the aged people, they will be having this type of a disease. So I have listed out some of the symptoms related to the diabetes. Okay, so increase in thirst, frequent urination will be there, extreme hunger. I have seen all this thing extremely. They keep on eating. Okay, so every hours they want something. Next, unexplained weight loss. Obviously, those who are suffering from the diabetes, you can see uh, there will be a drastic weight loss in. Okay, next, presence of ketones in the urine. That means whatever the proteins are there. Okay, so that proteins will go through the urinate. Okay, fatigue. Okay, irritability. Okay, and blurred vision. They don't. Blurred vision also is there. These are some of the symptoms of the diabetes. Now our task is to, as a machine learning engineers or data scientist, our task is to predict, okay, whether the patient is suffering from the diabetes or not. Hope you are cleared. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so that is
Yes,
our
sir.
task here. Understood. So based on some of the criteria, parameters, let's say features, so we are going to predict here. You can explore this the project. Remember, all this, whatever the diseases I'm going to explain, okay, you can explore it. And you can assign, Swati ma'am, you can give this project to your mm, the students. Let them design this type of project. And believe me, they will get some the weightage will be there in the resume. Fine. Hello.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Definitely, sir.
So Sania, what you have to do is, since we have executed for what is that, regression. Similarly, you try it for uh, random forest algorithm, XGBoost algorithm, okay, or you take any two more algorithms, okay, and you try to have the data. Okay, so after getting the data, we'll try to publish some paper. And regarding about the project, don't worry, I'll try to complete this project. Fine, and I'll teach you. Don't worry. You are there, Sania? Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
You are there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes. Yes. I can hear you, but I said something.
Y- Yeah, I heard that, sir. But I thought my sound is
Okay. Anyways.
that
Anyways. Can
speaker
you
is
can you
mute.
see the data here?
Yes, sir.
Excel sheet.
Yes, sir.
Okay, madam. Can you see the data?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Can
Visible,
you?
sir.
Yeah. Can you analyze this data, please? Can you tell me? Someone tell me, please. What is the target function here?
Diabetics prediction.
Yeah, diabetic.
Prediction.
Yeah. So what is the target function here? These are the data, no? Entire data. It is in the numerical format now.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
So
sir. Glucose, sir.
here, no, not glucose.
Outcome,
Outcome.
Outcome is a target function
target
here.
function.
Target
Okay.
function.
So one is nothing but person is having suffering from diabetes.
Diabetes.
Zero means person is not suffering from
Not having
diabetes.
diabetes.
Okay, so these are the
Okay, sir.
features actually. Okay, we have taken pregnancies, glucose, blood pressure. Okay, usually in lab also they take all these things. Okay, next, thin skin thickness. Okay, and there is obviously the thickness of skin. This is one more the symptoms I would say. Insulin. Okay, BMI. I don't know about BMI. Diabetes. Okay, pedigree functions, and most important factor here is the age. Okay, the age is also factors here, and you can see those who are having more than 40 they have 27. Once I said, I think in the last session, even the youngsters also suffering from the diabetes nowadays. That is because of the lot of tension and the stress. You should not take lot of stress or tensions. The life should be balanced. Okay, so that could be the symptoms here. So anyways, we are going to get this data from the, you can take this data from the labs, etc. Understood? So I have taken this data from the Kaggle in and it's a very clean data. Okay, and as far as records are concerned, I have around 370 records here. Understood? Let's try to design the machine learning model to predict whether the patient is having or the person is having cancer or not. Okay, so in this case also what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to have Anaconda Navigator. Let me save this. Hold on.
Sir, 1 minute, sir. I'll come back. I have some network issue here, sir.
Fine, no problem.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay then. So next is this is the Anaconda Navigator. Hope you can see now. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now next is, let's try to open new page. I'm going to maintain the new file for this. Okay, Python 3. Okay, Python 3. Next is, let's start executing. Okay, so we need some the common libraries. First is called import. Uh, yeah, import numpy. Let's say pandas. Pandas as cd. Next, import numpy as np. Similarly, we need logistic regression as well as XGBoost. Both we'll try to use today. Okay, so from sklearn, dot linear model. Okay, so linear model. Next, import logistic regressor. Logistic regressor or logistic regression. Okay, so this algorithm I'm going to use. So I need, obviously I have to convert this one into model. So what I will do, I'll try to use that joblib, the library. Okay, sklearn dot externals import joblib. Okay, so run this one. Takes time. 1 second. Side by side, I'll try to open that the previous one, cancer prediction Python file also. Okay, it's still executing. Hold on. So here joblib, the job of this library is to convert your whatever the model you have designed. Okay, so that usually convert into the complete structure of the model. Logistic regressor I'm going to use here, okay, as an algorithm. Similarly, we will try to use XGBoost or any other related the algorithm, and we'll see how much accuracy we are going to get for different algorithms. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
still
sir.
executing. Hold on. Okay, it's still executing. So I cannot run. Yeah, it got executed, and but we are getting certain kind of an warning. Okay, so we can ignore that warning. Let's try to read the CSV file now. Okay, to read the CSV file, what I will do, I'll try to have the variable, let's say data equals to pd dot read CSV, read underscore CSV. Okay, so next is after that you call that database, that means that file name. What is the file name? I think this one. Okay, so call this file name, copy and paste it, copy and paste it over here, next read this one, execute it. Now if you want to check the data, okay, so you can use this function called head. You know this one, all right? Yes or no, participants?
Yes, sir.
Sir, yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
this is a clean data. Okay, so there is no uh, much work on the data. Okay, clean data I'm using. Next is since I have the complete data here, let me try to remove the index. I think it's disturbing me. The index is disturbing me. So what I will do, I'll try to use index column. Okay, and give the index as 0 here. Okay, so next is run it, and there is an invalid column, comma is missing here. Okay, so now let me try to
Yes.
Yes,
Have
sir.
so that means the data is clean now. Understood. Now it's time. I can use my logistic regressor now. Okay. So what I will do, I'll try to call one variable called log regressor.
Mhm.
Okay. Logistic regressor. Next, call that method logistic regressor. Call this one. Okay. Where my algorithm present. Okay. So call this one as a method. Now next is shift and enter it. Okay. So that is done. Next is data. Data need to be separated, right? Yes or no, participants?
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Hello,
Data
sir.
need to be separated. Okay, data need to be separated. That means I have to convert this one x and y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 columns I should consider as an feature data. X data and last outcome should be my y data. Okay, let's try to let's try to separate this. Okay, so what I will do, I'll try to have x value. Okay, and if it is an index, it's showing index. Let's see, I want this also. Okay, so I don't want to remove the index to it because I'm going to use ilog function. When we are using ilog function, we can fetch from the index. Okay, so x value. Next, data. Okay, data. I'll use ilog function. Okay, to fetch the values. Okay, ilog function. Next, all the rows. All the rows. All the rows and all the columns till 8. Okay, till 8 I'm going to use here. Next is let's try to run this one and let's try to see how the data look like. Okay, run it. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
that means I
Yes,
have
sir.
separated. Okay, age till age I have separated. That means x value is having this one. Okay, in the same way, now let's try to have y value. Y, so what I will do, I'll just try to fetch only outlook value. Okay, y equals to data. Data is nothing but my variable here. Okay, and I'm going to use list here. Okay, let's say call that outlook column. Call copy and paste it here. Okay, copy and paste it over here. Next is run this. Shift and run it. It got executed. If you want to check, you can check in. Uh, you can check using y value. Enter shift and enter it. So you can see all the data. Okay, now the data got separated. Now it's time to split. No, split the data. Yes or no? What is it?
Yes,
How
sir.
to
Yes,
split?
sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
how
sir.
to split the data? Can someone tell me, please? How to split the
You
data?
do,
So I'll use
um,
1 second. I'll
X
quickly I'll use
flag.
this. 1 second. 1 second.
Okay.
Here to split the data. So what I will do? There is a yeah. I'll use this library. Okay. I'll use this library.
Yeah, X text.
Yeah. You know this one. I'll quickly try to complete this. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
From SQL and model selection import screen. Again, next, let me copy this.
Okay.
Express.
Okay. Paste it over here. Explain X text. That means I'm splitting in this format. Let's try to have the size be 25. 25 means uh, I don't want random state here. So 25 means 25% I'm going to use for the test purpose. Okay, and 75 will be for training
Mm.
purpose. But see, there is a problem of confusion matrix. Here, most of the time, okay, we have that since if the data is balance in the sense, let's say 50% I have yes value and 50% I have no value. So in that case, whenever you are designing the model, there will be no problem. Let us imagine that 75% you have yes value and 25% you have no value. When you are dividing the data in terms of testing and training, just imagine testing is having most of the data of the training is having yes. So even though if you are designing the model, okay, if it is if the person is not having the diabetes, it shows like the person is having diabetes. This is one of the okay the that we need to analyze before designing any the data. That means we need to check here itself. Okay, we need to check here itself whether it is a balanced data or not, since I have binary values here. Okay, so we need to check that one. Next is shift and enter. It got executed. The next procedure. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the next procedure? Can someone tell me, please? Yes. Okay.
X
So
text.
yeah. No.
Sir,
Now first, since I have now the training and testing data, have a look on this. Train and test data I have divided. Now you take the training data of both x and y value. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Log register
yes.
fit. Just check
Hello,
whether
sir.
my yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Tell me, Taslim.
Sir, here can we take 50% test data and 50% train data?
You can take Taslima, but the problem is it is better to have more data on training. Okay, you can take,
Okay,
there
sir.
is no problem. More
We
data
get
for
balance.
yeah, more data for training means the model will be accurate. For testing, okay, so
Okay,
we
sir.
are just testing the model, no. So even if you take 1% of the data, no problem. Hope you are
Okay,
clear.
sir.
Okay, but for the
Yes,
training
sir.
we required more data. So generally we say at least you try to keep for training 70, at least the 65 minimum you take for the training. Okay, because you try to
Okay, sir.
train and you try to design your model. Okay, now next is let's try to see whether my data fits with my
Sir,
algorithm or not. Yes,
sir, here, if we don't take the random, sir, random state, it
hmm.
means it is going to take the first lines or last line, sir, here in this case.
Sequentially it is going to take, ma'am. Sequentially it takes. It starts from the first column it takes
Okay, okay,
from
sir.
here. Okay, so it is not going to take randomly.
Okay,
Fine,
okay, sir. Okay, sir.
fine. So generally what happens, why I have deleted that one means, if you are taking random state, sometimes the matrix is there, no matrix accuracy, it will not display the matrix library will not display the accuracy value
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
because of the random state. Understood? We'll try that one in the end when we are displaying the
Means
accuracy here.
means which will be better, sir? If we take random or if we don't take random, which would be better?
See, ma'am, what I suggest, that depends upon the data. Let's say you have 60% yes and 40% no.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in that case it is better to take random size because it randomly try to take the values. We may not be knowing, understood, which binary value will be having the one and the zero. But just imagine the first record, all the values target functions are one, or last
Yes,
records are zero. In that case, it will be a problem. Okay, while designing the model. So in that cases, it's better to take the random values. Hope you are
okay,
clear.
sir.
Okay.
Okay,
Now next
okay,
is here variable. What variable I have given here to store that logistic regression? Yeah, log logistic regression, regression I'm going to given. Same thing I'm going to use here. So this is having my algorithm now. Let's try to run this. Okay, don't worry, it's showing like, yeah, data fits. Data is fitting, but there are certain errors, not error, warning message it's showing. Understood? Data fits with my the logistic regressor here. So that means it is possible to calculate the accuracy. Next is, okay, y predict. I'll try to create one variable called y predict. Okay, and I'll try to pass my x test data. Okay, pass that x test data and enter it. Got executed in the same way. Okay, now next is, okay, I need the score. Let's try check the score, how much it is giving. Okay, so to check the score, the to check the score of the training data, remember, don't get confused, this is not the score of my entire model. Okay, it's the score of my training data. Understood? So let's try to execute this. Okay, logistic regression score, there are different categories here: R2 score, F1 score. Understood? So this score method will try to calculate how much accuracy your training data is giving. Understood? So that means how much accurate the model we can expect from this data. Okay, shift and enter it. So it's showing how much. Can someone, hello?
Yeah, hello, sir.
Yeah, how
yes, sir.
much getting here?
One.
75%.
75%, sir.
Okay. Through
75.
yeah, through the training data, we are getting 75%. That means whether it is possible to deploy, whether you feel like deploying this one in the operational level.
No, sir.
No,
Yes,
it's
sir.
75. At least you try to have 85% of that the score. Then
Yes,
only
sir.
I can say something. But otherwise, if you are deploying this type of a model, after some time, okay, so maybe because of the new type of a data or new feature, okay, so there will be a chances that the accuracy of this model will go down. Understood? That we need to consider it here. So I will not recommend to deploy this model which is having only 75% of the accuracy as far as training data is concerned. Now let's try to pass our testing data, okay, and let's see how much accuracy we are going to get here. Okay, now next is even if you want to check, you can check the F1 score of your test data also. Okay, so let's try to check the F1 score of your test data. Okay, so to test data, I'm passing that test y x test and y x test. It is also giving around 75% of the accuracy. Can someone tell me what is the reason here to give 75% of accuracy? Hello?
Maybe due to
Hello, sir.
the output column, sir, because it is a
Ah,
balanced data. That's why
yeah,
we are not
exactly.
getting the.
You're right, ma'am. So you're right. So that is it's a balanced data, maybe around 60 to 40% of 60% yes and 40% no. Such type of data is there. And one more thing, getting 75 means we have very less amount of data here. Hope we are clear. Only
Yes, sir.
770 records we have. Okay, that could be the problem. Okay, of getting this one, because when it comes to regressors, or you take logistic regressor, any linear regressor, whatever it is, it requires, we need to feed a huge amount of data. Even for machine learning algorithm, we need a huge amount of data. Then only it gives the accurate result, or accuracy will be more there, because it is going to have all the possibility. It try to check for all the possibility, and it is only possible when you have a huge amount of data. That could be a problem. Okay, as far as this model is concerned. Now next is similarly, let's try to design the cancer model now. Sorry, diabetes model. Okay, so to design the diabetes model, what I will do, I'll try to use a pickle model. Okay, I'll try to convert it to a pickle model. So let me try to replace this name with diabetes. Okay, diabetes. DIABETE. Yes, diabetes underscore model. Open. Okay, I'm going to save this one with the pickle model. Okay, pickle is a serialized model. So when you are deploying or creating the model, you create with okay, write bytes mode. Okay, and when you are using that model, you open that model with RB. RB stands for read byte mode. Okay, so let me try to name this one as diabetes. Diabetes. Yeah, run this one. Let's see whether it will execute or not. It got executed because already I think we have, yeah, job lib is there. Understood. So that's the reason I was able to uh, uh, create that model. Let me check whether the model got created or not. Just go to your project file and you can see here. Can you see this?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Model got created. Okay, pickle model is there. So that means I can use this model, okay, in the deployment. So
Sir,
first let's
this
try to, yeah.
sir, this is online, no, sir. Jupyter Notebook. We have to do in
No,
online mode only, no, sir.
no, ma'am. I'm doing right now in the my local machine, but don't worry. I'll try to convert that one into online mode. Okay. So we need some more files here. Flask file we required, HTML file, etc. required.
Okay.
Okay.
Means we
So
need to
first,
install Jupyter. That's all, sir.
where no, once you have Anaconda, right? This one, Anaconda. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Once you have Anaconda, okay. So that means in that only we can complete the entire the project, machine learning project.
Okay. Anaconda Navigator is online mode, no, sir.
No, no, no. It is, you can have Anaconda. You can install in this one, your local machine.
Okay, okay.
Just type Anaconda Navigator, okay, and you can directly download. It's a open source. Fine.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now next is So we got this. The model is ready now. Let's try to test this model. Okay, to test the model, what I will do, I'll try to pass some testing data. Okay, so to pass the testing data, so what I will do, first let's try to dump. There is a already the model is created now. Why we need now? Let's try to open and we'll try to see okay how the model react with my tested data. So what I will do, I'll just try to copy this. Okay, so that means in this case, what I am doing, I'm calling that model in the variable called model. Open the model. Okay, and the model name is this one. Okay, open this model. Open this model in the read byte mode. Okay, and after opening that model, you just try to pass your the testing data. Okay, shift and enter it. So right now the model is stored in here. Okay, model. Next is okay. Call this call one variable. Let's say the variable will be here diabetes. DIA diabetes. Okay, diabetes underscore model. Understood. So pickle. I think I need to load pickle also. Import pickle. Here import pickle. Import pickle. Connect. Okay, now you can run this. Okay, run this. It is run out of input. Diabetes model pickle. Pickle. What is the spelling? PI. You need this. 1 second. What is it?
Okay, sir.
You're understanding now what I'm doing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let me run this. Let me run all. Run all. Hold on. Here diabetes model equals to pickle dot load. Yeah, I should dump the model here. Once again, insert here. Okay, so I have to dump the model once again using pickle. Yes, this one. I was missing this. That's the reason it was not getting pickle dump. Okay, so pickle dump. So that means we need to dump the model here. And the model is saved here. Okay, so just copy and paste it over here. Next is run this. Next to run this. Again it's showing okay, run out of time, run out of the input. Model. Once again, dump model open should be. There's something wrong here. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, just see what mistakes I'm doing here. Log regressor. It is predicting my value. Log regressor. Okay. Diabetes value open. Pickle dump. It should be here. Okay. Now next is this should be diabetes. Let's try to have model one because already model. Okay, let's try to because already I have one model in cancer there. Let's try to okay have model one.
Okay, sir.
Diabetes model one. Next try to run this. It is executing model one is not defined. What is the problem here? Can someone tell me?
Sir,
Sir,
last
in
project
40
also we got.
in 40
Last
people
project
and
also.
diabetes.
Yeah.
Sir, last project also we got same error in that pickle section, right?
No, no, no. 1 second.
Okay.
Fickle model. Fickle load. Model 1. There's something wrong here. Fickle VB. Diabetes model. Cancer model. Pickle VB. Dump cancer model. Pickle dump. 1 second. 1 second, participants.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
External job flip. XGBoost. Yeah, let's try to run this. One second.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Ran out of the input. Ran out of the input. Diabetes model. Pickle load. Diabetes model. Diabetes model. There's something wrong here. Diabetes model. Diabetes model. This is executing okay. Pickle dump. Diabetes model.
Their underscore is
Once.
missing.
Where?
In 40, in 66th line. That's 66. No, there only.
Here.
No,
It's the name of the model, no? Pickle dot model.
not this.
It's not there.
There is there, sir.
Okay, 1 second. No, it's I'm just opening this. Okay, so diabetes, right?
I see.
It got executed. Hello?
Okay, sir.
Hello? Okay,
Hello.
it got executed. Don't worry. Okay,
Okay.
everything was correct. Okay, maybe because of the libraries, right? Okay, it was showing error. Now let's says next is okay. So pickle model. So I have read the model now. The model is ready now. Open it. Let's try to pass out testing data. Okay, to pass the testing data, what I will do? I'll try to. Yeah, will try to pass the test data. To pass the test data, what I will do? I'll try to call one variable called y prediction. Okay, call y prediction. Next, call your cancer model. Cancer model is nothing but this one. Okay, diabetes model. Sorry, called diabetes model. Yeah, and pass your X test data. Okay, and test data. You X test data. You pass it. Understood? Got executed. Now next is we need to pass our y test data. Okay. To pass y test data, first we need to install one more library here. Okay, to check the accuracy. Okay, accuracy score, that is called accuracy score. Okay, generally and pass your y test data. Already I'm passing my x test data here, where it is x test data here. Now you pass y test data, prediction y of prediction will be having your x test data. Let's try to see now how much accuracy it is going to get. Okay, just type accuracy here and enter it. So that means it's showing how much? Hello?
71%.
71.
71%.
Okay. Swati ma'am?
71, sir. 71.
Yeah, 70.
71%.
So yeah, you can list out logistic regression is giving 71%. Let's try to use XGBoost now. Okay, let's try to have XGBoost. So to have XGBoost, so what I will do, I'll try to have, I think already we have registry. Have a look on this. So we have XGBoost here. So I'll call this XGBoost classifier, copy and paste it. I'll try to call the variable, let's say XGV. Okay, XGV is equal to call that classifier and method. Okay, enter it. It got executed. Now wherever you find regression log is there, right? You replace that one with the XGB.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try to. Already my training and testing data is uh, what I can say. Already I have split it. Okay, it is divided now. Okay, now next is here, call that one. Paste it. Replace this one with
XG.
XGB. It's easy, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Shift and enter. Let's see. Okay, it's that means my model it's working. Let's see. Yeah, it's that means XGBoost is also fitting. That means my model fit with XGBoost. That means my training data support for my XGBoost algorithm. Okay, now next is what I need to do is let's try to yeah, let's try to have Y prediction.
Predict.
Yeah, let's try to have Y prediction. Same thing we need to follow again. Y predict here, replace this one with
XG.
XGBoost. XGB. Predict Y of test. Got executed. Same thing we need to follow. Remember. Next
Okay,
is
sir.
let's try to check the score now of XGBoost of training data. Okay, training data XGB XGB. In the same way, we can do it for testing also. First, let's try to do it for training data.
Okay,
Showing
sir.
1.0. Okay, 1.0 means 100% it's showing. Let's see. Okay, it's not possible. That means that my data overfits here, I think. Let's see. Next is uh, we'll have for
The
testing
testing.
also. Okay, yeah, testing. Next is XCB. EB. Shift, okay, shift and enter it. It's showing how much? 70%. Yes or no, participants? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, it's showing
70%.
75,
Hello, sir.
70%. Yeah. Yes, Sania, tell me.
No, sir. No, sir. I just checked that. I can't hear
Okay,
anything. Some network issue here, sir.
fine. 70% it's showing. Okay, so the next is let's try to build the model. Okay, using XGB. So to build the model using XGB, I'll use the same thing, diabetes model. But try to give the name different. Diabetes model. Okay, diabetes XGB you write here. XGB. XGB model. Open diabetes. Okay, here also you try to give diabetes uh, underscore XGV. XGV underscore model. Okay, right.
Okay.
That means model got created. Let me check here. You can see here. Okay, model got created of XGB. Okay. Next is after creating the model, that it's time to pass the values. Okay. So let's try to first dump the model. So dump the model. I think yeah. To dump the model, I'll use this. Not that one. I'm getting confused. Okay. So now XGB model got created. Next is after creating the model. Okay, dump the model. So that means dumping is nothing but we are finalizing the model here. Okay. So paste it over here. This should be XGB. Okay, where my classifier XGB okay is there. Diabetes model. Diabetes call this model. Okay. Diabetes XGB model. Call this one. Next is enter it. So yeah, model now it is finalized. Model got finalized. Now let's try to pass my uh, yeah. Let's try to open the model now for testing purpose. Okay, copy and paste it over here. Okay, copy and paste it over here. Just try to change this value with the model XGV. Okay, model XGV underscore uh, 1. Okay, so here pickle I have given. Same name you have to give here also. Hope you are understanding, participants. If any doubt,
Yes,
please
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm just repeating the same. Okay, the process.
Okay, sir.
for different algorithms. Okay. So next is just try to open this, shift and enter it. It got opened. Okay. Now the model is ready to test the data. Okay. So next is after that read. Yeah. Now let's try to load the model. Okay. Let's try to load the model. Diabetes. Yeah. Here diabetes model is there. No. Diabetes model. How I have mentioned here? This one, right? XGP model. Okay. So try to copy and paste it over here. Okay. Here, just replace that model one with this value. Load model. Yeah. Next is shift and enter it. There is an error again. What is that error? Ran out of the input. Same error. It's showing. There's something wrong here. XGP1. XGP1. Same error I'm getting again here. Diabetes model 1. Same error. 1 second. Let me start with here.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Why? Yeah. 1 second. What
I
second,
think we
Sani?
need to again run, sir. Run the XGB,
Yeah.
import XGB command.
Because its kernel is okay. Whenever I'm running this, the kernel is getting terminated. Okay, so we need to run all the cells. One second. Yeah, let's try to run again. Diabetes. One second, participants.
Okay, sir. Like that only. Just try this.
Yeah. Invalid low key. Invalid load key. 1 second.
Okay, sir.
So that means invalid load key means this is not executed properly. So XGV. Let me try to run this classifier first. Got executed. White train. 1 second. Yeah, it got executed. Next is let's try to run this. Okay. Yeah, executed. Let's try to execute this. Yeah, 72 it's showing now. That means the values are varying. Okay. Now next
Yes, sir.
is run this, run this, run this. Yeah, it got executed. Maybe because of some. This is not because of the program mistake. Maybe it's because of there is some problem in my system. That's the reason, I guess. Okay, it's showing like that. Now next is since I think now the model is loaded. Okay, so there is no problem. Now let's try to pass the x and y data. Okay, x and y data. So here what I will do, I'll just try to replace this model with the diabetes model with which one? This one, LCB model.
Model.
Okay, yeah. Pass that value. Run this. Next in the same way, let's try to run the same accuracy. Import accuracy already we have executed, right? So let's try to call this accuracy score. Okay, and here y test, y test, x test, yes. Let's try. It got executed. Now let's try to see the accuracy now. Accuracy, enter it. Showing how much?
72%.
72%.
72.
And what about this one?
70.
72.
Logistic regression. It's showing
72.
72. 048. Here also same thing
74.
we are getting.
Same thing.
I think